Well, it's welcome everybody. You're joining your host here, DTR IMSA, and this evening we will be enjoying some more IMSA action, and we're taking you to the Circuit Giles Villeneuve for the MX-5 Cup to begin with, and this is the finale of the MX-5 Cup tonight as well. Yes, Hippie, evening Hippie, lovely to have you in the chat. But yeah, this is the finale, series finale for the MX-5 Cup. So yeah, it'll be interesting little battles tonight, I'm sure. We won't be seeing the end of the MX-5 Cup for this one, and then later after this race we will then have the main GT3 GTD. Jerry says, Simon. Hello. How are you doing? Nice to have you in, buddy. And we will have the main race afterwards in the GT3 GTD classes. Sayo's in the chat as well. Sayo with the horse, showing the horse there. Absolutely. Shame we won't be seeing that this evening. Would have been nice to see that one. Well, we might see it in the second half, I guess. Maybe. All being well. But yeah, Richie's in the chat as well. Richie. Welcome in, buddy. Nice to have you in. Excellent stuff. Yeah, yeah, very well, thank you. Very well. Yeah, absolutely. But tucking into some of this at the moment, so we'll just have a bit of spectating now. Let's get in there. Let's have a look. The Pennzoil liveried M3 guys, MX-5. There we are. There it is. Ian in the chat as well. Evening, Ian. Welcome. So yeah, it's 9 laps. Okie dokie. But yes, we've got 9 laps this evening in the MX-5 Cup. 9 laps of the Circuit Giles Villeneuve, and we're using the sports soft tyres for the last race of the series. We've given them a bit of a tryout in the last 2 practices, and yeah, the majority of the drivers are enjoying them better. So Severy is in. Yes, Severy. Lovely to have you in, buddy. Yep, great stuff. So yeah, great. That's good. Unfortunately, we've been a little bit ravaged with. Yeah, you did. You did make it. So very beautiful. Lovely to have you in, buddy. Great stuff. I know he was really trying hard. So yeah, Nick, evening. Hope you're keeping well, mate. That's it. Get back on track. I've got my camera fixed on you at the moment, so. Yeah, that's Pennzoil out on track. But yeah, oh, there we go. Severy's going to get in front of you there. Beautiful. But yeah, so we have 9 laps around here. Unfortunately, we've been, yeah, like I said, I was going to say there, we've been ravaged a little bit because of we've now drifted towards the latter part of July, and we're almost into August, and obviously there's like holidays and all sorts of things going on, schools finishing and all that kind of thing. So yeah, we've lost a few drivers for tonight, unfortunately. I guess it's going to happen at some point. So yeah, it's just the time of year, people being away on holiday, other little breaks and everything else, and whatnot else going on at the moment. You know, might define weather that we've been having and enjoying, although sometimes a little bit on the hot side. But yeah, would like a little bit of rain, just to see the grass get green again. But yeah, absolutely. Yeah, okay. Whereabouts are you going to? Whereabouts are you going on holiday to? Is it fairly local, or are you going abroad? But yep, so you join us here. This will be 9 laps with the MX-5 Cup. This is the final race of the series. Oh, Paynton in Devon. I've been there years ago, but it's lovely. Yeah, a lovely little place down there in Paynton. Very nice indeed. You can carry on around a little bit to places like Clovelly and all that kind of stuff as well. So there's lots of nice little places around that area too. But yeah, something of Bristol on the way. Yeah, nice. Yeah, Bristol. I like Bristol. Yeah. So yeah, cool. Sounds like a nice trip, and it will be down to Paynton, and you will be, obviously the weather-wise, it's going to be very nice at the moment. So I bet you're going to be enjoying that one. So yeah, excellent stuff. Hey, lovely stuff for this. Yeah, Bristol Zoo, of course. Yeah, they've got a nice collection there as well. So yeah, plenty to do there. I think you'll like it. I think you will like it, definitely. Yeah, post some more pics and videos of that as well, because I know you've been doing that. So post those, and I'm pretty sure quite a few of us will be watching some of those as well. Very nice, enjoying those. Right, yeah. So and Steam Railway, yeah. I like it. So we will be starting qualifying pretty soon, so we'll go through the drivers for tonight with us. So we have, as we sing, we have Wes with us tonight. Wes stepping in this evening. Lovely to see him in, and expecting a bit of rain and bad weather. Okay, so not in the main city anymore. Yeah, it used to be. Oh, crikey, I'm just trying to remember. But yeah, okay, we'll do. Yeah, okay, we'll do, Richie. Thank you. Okie dokie. Okay. Okay, yeah, no problem. I'm doing the same. Ian said he's doing the same. But yeah, we've got Wes with the wipers blades on. We have Nick with us this evening. We also have DTR Yari. DTR Yari. It's a nice orange in with the black and white there. Looking good, looking good. And Yari, I know, is carrying a bit of an injury this evening, but he's stepped up and got on with it this evening. So, yep. Got to big up Yari tonight. And I know Wes is also suffering a little bit too. So we've got two drivers which are suffering a little bit with wrists and whatnot else. But they're going to give it everything they got. And but I hope they don't push too hard. Just look after yourselves. And you know, think of the long game as such. Then we have, after Yari, we have Severy in the Tabac livery. Managed to just join us in time tonight. Brilliant stuff. I know he was he really wanted to make sure he claimed a few points tonight. So yeah. Wes just saying he will need another operation. So okay, okie dokie. You need to keep us updated on that one then, Wes, when you can, brother, because it'd be nice to know when that happens. And then we have Hippie, Pink Floyd Peter, and then we have Ian, and of course Wes. So yeah, and Kieran out on track as well. So yeah, lovely stuff. And the penalties, I think the penalties hopefully won't be quite as vicious as they were last night. If you were with us last night in the CTC, you would have seen yes, the where we were racing, and yeah, at Red Bull Ring on the shortened track, and it was quite tricky one, that. So yeah, quite a few red markers above people's names with 0.5s and 1s and various. So yeah. Anyway, right, so I think it's time for us to start the qualifying. Let's let everybody know that qualifying is about to start. Lovely stuff. That'll be the Pro-Am drivers out first, and they will go out. And they will go out, and then after 5 minutes you will have the Pro-Am drivers out first, and then we'll have the Pro drivers following at the 5 minute marker. So once the 5 minutes are counted down, then the pro drivers can then join the track, and they can start getting out for their out laps and then their 2 flying laps. So yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I get that. And the various scarring as well that you'll get with the operations, I guess. But yeah, got a few of those. Okie dokie. So yeah, about to start then, everybody. Here we go then. I'll just step out of that bit there. Lovely stuff. Okay. About to start. Yes. Good luck. Good luck. And more good luck. There we go. Lovely stuff. We're about to start. So sitting this one out. And we'll be in the main race though. So yep, excellent. And good luck, everybody. And we're about to start. And away we go. Yep, so qualifying is 10 minutes. And which allows the Pro-Am drivers to have a nice lengthy time out on track, along with the pro drivers too. So here we go. Excellent stuff. We will see. It'll be pro drivers. I need to be sitting on. Severi is a Pro-Am. So Pro-Am drivers out first. Yari is out. There we go. Yep, that's it. That's better. I was a bit worried there. Severi, Peter and Yari. Yep. Shouldn't be doing that. There we go. Right. Okay. Oops. Yeah, exactly. Oops. Always trying to gain that advantage. I really don't know, Wes. I really don't know. Anyway, right. So we have Peter, Yari and Severi in the Pro-Am class out. They are guaranteed points, of course. Force of habit, I guess. Yep, absolutely. Absolutely. But yep, they are guaranteed podium points here. So it's just a case of which ones though. So it will be a case of which ones can they get. One benefit, I guess, when we do have a few missing, is that the points are a lot better for those that are racing. So yeah. Shock is on holiday. Yeah, a few more away at the moment as well. So Dexter's on holiday, and DK dropped out as well. So yeah, so here we go on their outlap at the moment. They come down to no revving, exactly no revving. So that's the Yari, Peter, and then we have Severi just coming out from the hairpin up alongside the lake. The boating lake, I think, was used for an Olympics at some point, if I remember rightly. You'll have to correct me on that one. And sorry, yep. So Peter and Yari. So Yari number 67 will be coming up to the line now. He'll be starting his first of his 2 flying laps, and away he goes. So we will get some timing on here. Pretty useful. There we go. Everybody on the sports soft tyres for this one. He's a naughty sausage. He absolutely is. Peter with a half-second penalty at the moment, unfortunately. But you'll burn that off as we come through. Yuri 31.458 at the first interval. And more. Yes. This MX-5 is a lot of fun. An awful lot of fun. We'll change. We'll be changing for the next series, which we have next year. But yeah. So this will be the last time, the last race we will be using these. And yeah, you see, it's just on the inside of that line there. Picked up half-second penalty as well. Peter also with a half-second penalty. So far Severy doesn't have the half-second penalty, so maybe Severy might get a better lap in. We'll see. I know he hasn't been able to do too much practice with the sports soft tyres with us. Yeah, taking that hairpin very smoothly indeed. Very nice and smooth. Very nice and smooth. Like it. So we'll burn that off. Yep. Yari already burnt his off. So let's see Yari come through and around now. Nicely taken, nicely taken. It's coming down to the line. Let's see if we can get a sub 2 minute here. Have we got a 159? We have a 159.189. Peter with a 159.074, so Peter takes provisional pole. Severy coming over the line now as well. Going to be very close. 2 minute 128, so provisionally in third at the moment. To start the second lap. So both, all three drivers then on their final flying lap here. Currently Peter leading with a 159.074, nice time. Purple sector though for Yari at the moment. Be looking to improve on that if he can. But yeah, excellent start. Let's see if he can stick into the 158s. I'm sure Peter will be looking to try and do that as well. Come down now under the bridge. Interesting chicane, this one. If you get it just right, you can make so much time on it. If you get it wrong, you're going to get a penalty, or you're going to go wide and hit that wall. So far, everyone else is out now, so all the pro drivers are out at 5 minutes. Brilliantly done, well done everybody. Still having that purple sector. Ah, Peter's got a half-second penalty. So that might cost him from being able to improve on that 159.074. Let's see now, these are the Pro-Am drivers of course, so it's just a case of which one of these three position themselves in P1, P2 and P3 for the race. Let's see. Yari will be the first over the line. Comes down to the final chicane. Oh, there we go. Well held, well held. This could be a little bit better than 159. I think it's the 157 maybe. Oh, 158.221. Excellent stuff. Peter retired to the pits. I think he knew his time wasn't going to improve there. Severy coming down towards the line. 55.56. 7.58. 58.706 as well. So Severy taking provisional P2 at the moment as well, but definitely P2 in the Pro-Am. Now we'll go to the pro drivers who are out at the moment. Wes currently out at the moment, carrying that half-second penalty, but they are on their out laps, so not an issue as long as that gets burnt off, and it will do. So that's excellent. So we will still have 2 clean laps to set his times. A little bit of beeping there. Maybe a couple of marshals getting a little bit close to the track, just warning them off. There we go, through the final chicane as he held it. Oh, slight little touch there, went a little bit wide. Unlucky, very easy to do though. Nick coming through. Then we have Hippie. Nice and tidy through as well, very nice and tidy. Kieran. Very nice and tidy as well, with cars paying close attention as well. Oh, unlucky for Ian. Unlucky for Ian. Still, he will register a time, obviously, but yeah. Very tricky round here indeed. Let's get... it's a special Ferrari livery, that one, for a 296 GT. And it's been remodelled for the Mazda MX-5. This one. Some nice liveries on show here. Kieran just up in front. A bit of fizzy fizz going on there. And then we have Hippie going with the pink purple, almost magenta, maybe metallic Do like that colour though. Does look good. Do like it. And we have Nick. He's setting a purple at the moment as well as Nick. Managed to get his wheel and pedals a little bit better sorted out lately, so he's definitely starting to find that little bit more pace at the moment. So that's good stuff. Excellent news for Nick. And there we have Wes, so we'll keep with Wes now because Wes will be setting the next quickest time. Through he comes, through the chicane. Over with a 159.538, puts him in P4 provisional. Nick goes P1 with a 157.386. Then have Hippie coming down through now. And Hippie with a 159.4. Goes into fifth. Kieran, all with a 156.853, now takes P1. Ian with a 2-minute 1, but he did have that penalty to burn off, so hopefully this time keep it nice and steady, and hopefully be able to put it in a sub 2-minute time. But yeah, Kieran with a 156.853, Nick with a 157.386. Wes pitting in, so Wes has called it a day at 159.538. So it's just a case of whether Ian and Nick has as well, so Nick's happy with his time. It's okay, plenty of time. Don't forget to hit that like button, everybody, if you're here. When you hit that like, more people get to see this, so it's see these battles that are going to be going on. MP6 currently. Kieran's still out on track at the moment. We will get to Kieran. We'll see if Kieran improves on that 156.853 as well. But Hippie 159.4 that he set on his first flying lap. We'll be looking to try and get another one going, I'm sure. We're saying no, unfortunate, but yep, it's okay, he's still there, still have a chance. 9 laps around here as well, so it's quite possible. There we are, so Hippie's coming through. He's got Kieran not too far behind him. Hippie will be setting his time first. Has he improved? He has, so 158.253, excellent stuff. Kieran with carrying a penalty, so it doesn't quite improve on that. And then we have Ian, who will be coming over. Let's see, 158. Oh, it is 158.823. So Ian also improves. Excellent drive there. Wow, look at those times. 156.8, 157.3, 158.2, 158.2, 158.7, 158.8, 159, 159.5. Wow, there's going to be some pretty close action here. That's it, all done. Everybody all done there. Excellent stuff. Beautifully done. Well done, everybody. There we are. So Yari, the highest of the Pro-Am drivers, currently holding in P3 overall, and Sebri in P5. So both have done very well there to get themselves in and amongst the pro drivers. Don't always see that, so very nice to see indeed. So let's have a look at that result. Let's get it saved. There we go, lovely, and that's it, beautiful. Yeah, so we got DTR Kieran holding P1 in the pros with Nick in P2, and then we had Hippie in P3. That's the pro drivers 1, 2, 3s there, and then for the Pro-Am we have DTR Yari in P1, and then we had Severy in P2 and Peter in P3. So yep, you can see those times on the right hand side there though, pretty close indeed. From 3rd place to 8th is pretty close indeed. So yeah, but yeah, excellent stuff. Looking forward to this. Going to be a pretty good race. Rolling start as always for these. So yeah, should be pretty good fun. Pretty good fun indeed. Okay, so let's say race starting at 14. At 13 actually. Let's go at 13. There we go. Yeah, we'll get the race started at 13. We're running a little bit late, about eight minutes behind, something like that at the moment. So yeah, do I have to be so accurate? But yeah, it's nice to get it all on time as best as possible. Okay, so looking good indeed, looking good. Kieran, Nick, Yari, Hippie, Severy, Ian, Peter and Wes. There we are. Those are our drivers who will be battling it out. So here we go. Let's just wish everyone a good race and the very best of luck indeed. Excellent stuff. There we are. Good luck everybody. Have a good race. Look after each other. Let's go. And here we are then, everybody. Start of the race. Rolling start, as I said. So they will be coming down. That's Wes, Kieran, Nick, Yari, Hippie, Severy, Ian and Peter. And then we have Wes at the rear coming through. At least no one's going to be starting going through the chicane, which is good. Come back down to Kieran then. And away they go. Off, 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 off. Here we go. And Kieran holding him to P1 at the moment with Nick in P2. It will condense down as they come down into this first corner. Yari holding on to third place at the moment with Hippie in fourth. Severy in fifth. Ian in sixth. We come down through here now. Kieran's still holding that position, but we do have Ian just looking up the inside, but thought better of it, I think, there. Just tucking in behind Severy. Severy going a little bit wide. Oh, little bit wide. No. Whew, very lucky, and no penalty there, so he's very lucky indeed. And we have careful. Peter coming down through. Ian in P7, Wes in P8, just going a little bit wide. There we go. Okay. And we have Wes. So Severy holding on to P5 at the moment. Peter into P6. And, yeah, there's some more battles going up in front as well. So let's have a little look. As you can see, these coming through. Hippie, Yari, and Nick all pretty tight together. So everyone's still pretty tight together here as we get into the, as we come down through to the hairpin. And out they come. Nick's holding on to that P2. Kieran's still in P1 at the moment, and he's got a little bit of a gap now, so he's made a little bit of gap from Nick in P2. We've got Yari in P3, still in slipstream range. Then we have Hippie in P4, Severy in P5 now. Peter, oh, there we had a bit of a run, and I think Severy had a penalty as well, so I think he had to serve that half-second penalty. So just lost out on that position. And nicely done, well done everybody, everyone through. Severy keeping that sixth position. Moment Peter up into fifth now then, so yeah, doing very well indeed, but he's P2 overall for the Pro-Am. Hippie in P3 in the pros at the moment, just behind Yari. Nick in P2, Kieran in P1. We'll go and have a look at Kieran in a moment. We'll ride on board one of the drivers in a moment as well. Why not indeed? Oh, Hippie with a half-second penalty. Unlucky. Keeping nice and close. If he can keep as close as he can to Yari, he might still maintain that P4. he can just keep the distance from Peter behind him. So yeah, where you burn that penalty on this track is quite heavy, really. Does hit you quite a bit. So you're looking to try and just stay on the tails there, use that slip, keep that pace going. Peter in 5th, Severy in 6th, 7th place is Wes, 8th place is Ian. Plenty of time to go yet. Let's have a look on the info, because I haven't put info on yet. There we go. Beautiful. There we are. Lap 2, of course. There we go. Nicely taken and nicely out as well. Pop up to Kieran now. See how Kieran's getting on as he comes up towards the chicane. So pits on the left hand side, as you can see, and then through. This is going to be a pretty quick lap, this one. Pretty quick lap. Yeah, 56.935, so Kieran with the fastest lap at the moment as well. So yeah, keeping the pressure on the drivers behind. Nick's still holding on to that P2 at the moment. Yari in P3, Hippie in P4, so he's held on to that position, even burning that half-second penalty. Peter with that oh, so 1 second penalty, unlucky Peter. Unlucky, must have, oh crikey, yep. You touch that grass a little bit, it can upset the balance of the car. It certainly can. Severy P6, still have Wes and Ian have both dropped off a little bit. But yep, still together though, so still going to have a little battle, which is nice. Cool. Always a lot more fun when you've got somebody you can battle with. Definitely. Back up to Severy here, as he's with Peter at the moment. It looks like he will go in front of Peter when the penalty is served. We do have Hippie as well, so Hippie right with Yari. Hippie on the outside, Yari on the inside. Will he try? He will. Oh, almost got the switcheroo, but yeah, he's coming through. Has he got it now? They're not kind of, they're racing, not necessarily in their own classes, but they are still racing overall, I guess. So yeah, lovely little battle, this one. Of course, Yari was in the Pro last series and did the right thing this series, is that the driver with the most points in the Pro-Am was promoted, and that meant that the driver at the lower end would take that place, or was demoted into the Pro-Am. So yep, would take the place that the Pro-Am driver came from. So we switched them around. So Yari is in the Pro-Am this series. At this rate though, we'll definitely be back in the Pro, I think. Definitely showing Pro intentions. Definitely has that pace. No Shockey this week either. I'm sure Shockey would have probably given him some battles as well. And no Robbo, and I know Robbo would have given some battles too. So, yeah. Currently in P3, but Yari in P4, but he's P1 still overall. So, he's P1 for the Pro-Am class. Hippie is P3 for the Pro class, so as much as they're racing together, they are in different classes. There we have Severy. He's now got that little bit of a gap from Peter now because of that 1 second penalty that Peter's had to serve. It's given a bit of distance now, but there's still 5 laps to go. And maybe Peter might be able to just make up a little bit of time each lap. Maybe try and put a little bit of pressure. There's another half-second penalty up in front with Yari. Hippie comes back through on the inside. Nice little battles between these two, that's for sure. Hippie P3 and Yari P1 in their respective classes. Don't need to race, but they are. They're enjoying it. They're having fun. They're having fun with these, and that's the whole point. It is a fun little car. It is the last race. It's the last time we'll be using these in this series as well. So this is a series finale for the MX-5 Cup, and it's also the last time we'll be using them. So it's a lovely fond farewell for them. They served us well. They served us for 3 series. Different guises. Different car this year, but all the MX-5s always have been MX-5s. So yeah, lovely. It's been a lot of fun. A lot of fun, some great battles, some great races with these. So yeah, super stuff. Sad to see them go. So holding on to that position at the moment. Maybe making that little bit of distance now, so he's just stretching that lead now away from Jari, giving himself a bit of breathing space. He's still P3 in the Pro, and maybe now he might start thinking about what he can do in terms of eating into some of that time that Nick has. But Jari with another half-second penalty now. Jari, I was going to say Jari with a half-second penalty, he's going to be slipping back into Severi soon, but Severi's also got a half-second penalty. That's going to bring him also into the clutches of Peter, so Peter could be in amongst this. This is the Pro-Am class, these 3 drivers, so Jari, Severi and Peter are all the FM78, they're all the Pro-Am class. Now they're all going to be brought in a little bit closer to each other, I think, because that distance is coming down a little bit anyway. Go. I'm hoping that Jari's force feedback isn't too strong and it's not doing too much to his wrist. Got to look after that wrist, Jari. So yeah, he's on some medications for it as well, but that's how tough he is. Same with Wes, he's getting in there and getting on it as best he can. Brilliant stuff, really. There we are, so we can see the 2 together here. Wes as well, just coming past Severi with that served penalty. So Peter up into P2 now in the Pro-Am class. Wes in between him and Severi. Some horns going, stop beeping those horns. There we are, Pink Floyd. Pink Floyd Peter, that's the reason why we call him Pink Floyd, with the another brick in the wall livery on the Master MX-5 there. Courtesy of DTR Dyco. Whereas you can see just behind, this is a close little battle this. We will pop up towards the front end in a moment. Yep, exactly. Yeah, that was you last year, I believe. Well, earlier on in the year, really, wasn't it, Sayo? So yeah, definitely. So yeah, not easy at all. Not when you're on the wheel. Might be a little bit different with the pad, but still be a bit tricky with the pad because you've still got to hold it and grip it either way. So yeah, but you've got that force feedback. Whereas with a 1 second penalty going through on the inside, stopped, but probably went a bit too deep, and Peter comes out and takes that position. Whereas with that 1 second penalty as well, he's going to serve that off, so still holding P7, so he's P4 in the Pro class at the moment. So Jari, Peter and Severi still holding those positions respectively in the Pro-Am. Whereas we'll be burning, that's 1 second, that's going to bring Ian back in, although Ian burnt off a penalty as well, it wasn't quite as severe, so we'll see that change it a little bit as it goes through. But there we are, Wes, and then we have Ian. We'll go and see Kieran now up front. Exactly, so unlucky again, Ian just pick up that half-second penalty going through that chicane. So easy through that chicane as well to pick those up, really difficult. And I was saying, Wes has also picked a whole 1 second, so he must have got a couple of bits there. So Severi, no penalty at the moment, so he will probably take that position, that P5 from Peter, unfortunately, who has that penalty at the moment. Jari just in front, so you can see the Pro-Am wise, this is so close between these 3 now again. Great little battle, love it. And that's what these cars can do, you see. This is the thing, when you pick up those little penalties, that little bit of looseness, a little bit of tightness, that sudden bit of grip, that sudden bit of looseness can throw you over those white lines and yeah, give you those penalties, unfortunately. But no fun when you're getting them. Absolutely no fun when you're getting them, but it keeps the racing so close though. But Yari might make a little bit of time up here, might give himself a little bit of a gap, as Severy will be possibly coming past Peter when they serve that penalty off. Let's stay with this one, let's see what happens. See if Severy does manage to get by. There he is. Coming through, can he possibly get that overtake done now as Peter serves his penalty? And there it is served. Does Yari make that bit of time? He's almost there, but very close. Brave move on the inside. Well done, well held, both of them. But oh, but he's got a half-second penalty himself for his troubles. So it looks like they'll both eighth lap as well. There's only one more lap to go after this one. So again, these three are so close. Yari, Severy and Peter. This is crazy. This is such a wonderful battle for the Pro-Am. Really is. We've seen a few of those this series. Some absolutely fantastic battles in the Pro-Am, as well as the Pro, of course. Been some great racing. Right, okay, let's go back up towards the front then. Let's see how it's all going. Kieran, flash dagger, even a flash dagger. Lovely to have you drop in, mate. Lovely to have you drop in. Thank you, thank you. Nice to see you. I hope you're keeping well. Kieran out in front then in P1 currently. So holding that 4-second lead. Ooh, that was close. But might be okay. Yep, looks like he's okay. Underneath the banner there. So yep. Currently holding P1 overall then is Kieran from Nick in P2. And then we have Hippie in P3, who's hit a 1.5 second penalty somehow, so he must have got that coming through that chicane, I guess, or maybe had a half-second penalty before and then picked it up going through the chicane. But I'm not sure anyone else is close enough to catch him anyway with the 1.5 second. It's quite heavy, but Yari is 5 seconds, over 5 seconds adrift. Severy now will be looking to, he'll be dropping off here, which means that Peter will then come through, possibly. As he burns that penalty off, can he just get in front of him? He's going off to the left-hand side as Severy goes to the defensive line. Oh, crikey, some battles going on there. Some bit of door rubbing. But I think both of them tried as best they could to get through there as clean as they could. Neither of them picking up penalties. They're on the final lap as well. So both open here now. Like I say, none of them getting a penalty. Ian's even joining the battle here. So 5th, 6th, 7th and 8th. It's really close here. Very close indeed. Severy just even trying to see if he can sneak up on the inside. Oh, I'm not sure. Not sure, there was a little bit there. I think Severy's just eased off there to let Peter back through. Wes with a half-second penalty. That won't be too much of an issue for the two Pro-Ams, because they're not, he's in a different classes, Wes, so Wes is in the Pro class. Yeah. So, yeah. Wes looking like he wants to try and move around, but he won't quite get that move done. From Peter, got to be very careful. Last lap, don't need any histrionics. Keep it all nice and tidy. Peter with a half-second penalty as well now. Whoa, 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 whoa! What's going on? What's that? Okay, where's MP6? Was him now in P5, but he'll be getting that half-second penalty. Yari in P4, Hippie in P3. They've got Kieran about to come over the line, so it's congratulations to Kieran. Takes the victory, well done Kieran. P1, P2 is Nick. Battlegoitzer, evening. Yeah, it was a bit weird, a bit odd. Bit strange. And then Hippie will come through and claim P3, Yari in P4, Severy in P5, Ian in P6, and Wes in P7, so Ian got a P6 there. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. That was quite weird, quite strange. Hopefully Peter will be able to rejoin us for the GT3 GTDs. But yeah, that was a pretty strange one. But victory there for DTR Kieran, taking P1. Congratulations there, Kieran. Get that on there. There we are. There it is. You got some more laps to come yet, Wes. But yeah, it's a tricky track, isn't it? It is a tricky track. I think depending on the car as well, sometimes, yeah, it can be a bit tricky. But there we are. So Kieran takes P1, and with the fastest lap at a 156.272. Nick in P2, a couple of tenths behind on the fastest lap as well, but just finishing 6 seconds behind in P2. And then we have in P3 was DTR Hippie. And then we had Yari, who was P1 of the Pro, in the Pro-Am, sorry, finishing in P4. Then in P5 was DTR Severy, who finished second in the Pro-Am. We have Peter, who definitely will be P3 for the Pro-Am, so he will be scoring P3 for that. Ian taking P6 there in the end. Wes finishing in P7, and Peter says it in P8, but he will be getting the P3 points for the Pro-Am anyway, so that will happen for sure, 100%. Okay, lovely. There it is. And let me just check. Yep, all done. Cool. Okay, lovely. All right, let's save the replay on that one. Let's get this one changed. And let's quickly get this changed over then, as we need to get into the GT3 GTDs next. And up they come. There we are. Okay, so this is it, GT3 GTDs. And yeah, I'm just going to see what happened. Yeah, so anyway, we'll watch a few, get out on track, get some practice going. What's that then? What's that? You're kidding. Tires should be fine. That's weird. Okay, that is weird. Very sorry, everybody. Okay. Now we're good. Okay, beautiful. There we are. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, for some reason. Yeah, it must have gone a bit weird there for a minute. It's only on the tyres, everything else was fine, but for some reason, yeah, it went a bit weird there for a moment. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, 4-weight is always a bit of a tricky one. Even 3 is going to be difficult. It's definitely, isn't it? So even with the MX-5 going down to the airpin, so any more than that, then yeah, there's always going to be issues, I think. I'm hoping it was a bit of an outage or something like that, maybe, or connection issue. But yeah, we'll have to look into that one. Let's just see if there's anything on there. Okay. Okay, nothing reported as yet, so I'm not sure. Okay. Yeah, nothing reported. I've not seen anything from Peter on that. If you're on the live stream, Peter, obviously just yeah, let me know if you had a problem with connections or anything like that. So yeah, just let me know. And we'll go from there. How are we looking? Hang on a minute. What's going on then? Why is it not? Okay, okay, hang on. Change event, hang on. Let's go to that a minute. Hang on. Don't know why it's doing this. Okay, right, I don't know why it's done that. Alright, let's go back to this one. Edit settings, yes please. Load settings, which is this one here. Load. Settings loaded. Why does it keep doing that? Okay. Gonna have to do this by hand, I guess. Everything else is similar and same. That will be there. I don't know why this has gone like that, but never mind. Lovely jubbly, and that one on there, 2 minutes 90, same as, yeah, that's cool. Not sure why that happened, everyone, but it has obviously. Okay, and now we should be somewhere near it, I hope. I could always do the, there we go. Always do the MX-5s again, I guess. There we are. Yeah, I might have done that. Yeah, I might have done that SIO. I don't know why it would have happened, but I might have done that somehow. Normally pretty good, but yeah, it looks like I might have done that tonight. And yeah, okay, so Peter is back in. So welcome Peter back in. There we go. There we are. It's cool. Okay, so there we have it. Okay, who's disappeared? Ah, right. Okay, so we'll just wait for you to come back and livery should show. Okay, it was showing here, but yeah, okay. No worries. Okie dokie. Yeah, jump back in when you're ready then, Ian, and then we can get on with things. So we're a little bit delayed tonight. Let's just display some info here, and then in the chat put qualifying 45. Oh. Back in then, hopefully it will show. I think that might have been a little bit of a glitch, but there we are. So Nick out on track at the moment in the Porsche, leading everybody out with Wes in the Lamborghini. Okay, and Ian saying the game just crashes there, so okay then mate, just keep trying as best you can I guess, and just yeah, keep updating me, let me know how you're getting on. Hopefully you can get back in, hopefully all will be good. Okay, so Kieran also in the Porsche as well this evening. Severy in the Lexus. Listen to that V8 burble. And then we have Peter again in the Dark Side of the Moon Pink Floyd livery. You can't quite see it as accurately as you. There's a lot more detail to that livery than it shows really. You have to catch it in the right light. But yeah, let's sit on. Peter, you might be able to see it a bit more as I wiggle around, but yeah, there's lots of little. You can see the faces at the back there. You see the faces? There you go. So yeah, there's lots of little detail on here that you don't necessarily see straight off, but it's all there. Yeah. So the little faces at the back's pretty cool. Okay. There we are. And through he goes. And we have Sayo in the M4. Oh, okay. That's a shame. Wes forgot to put it on. Okie dokie. Oh yes, the Heart of Racing one, wasn't it? Yeah, definitely. That would have looked nice. That would have looked really nice tonight, definitely. Yeah, Ian's on his way. Excellent stuff. Oh, lovely. Okay. Right, I know we might have to do a little some one-off races. So we've got some of those to look forward to, hopefully. But yeah. So carrying a 1 second penalty at the moment, but hopefully all the settings are proper and correct as they should have been for the GT3s and GTDs. And we have Nick with the 138, but we will start soon. We're just waiting on Ian to join us in the lobby, and then we'll be all systems go. We have Yari, Severi and Peter for the Pro-Am. We then have Hippie, Sayo, Kieran, Wes, Nick and Ian. So yeah, beautiful. That's the 6, 7, 8 and 9. So we'd have 6 in the Pro, 3 in the Pro-Am. Lovely. Great stuff. So yeah. We get there. We get there in the end. So yeah, okay. Let's have a look. I'll check them out. We'll be getting rid of that 1 second penalty. And returns to the pits. We have Yari out in the AMG. Only AMG on track tonight is Yari's. We're setting a 137.989 in the Huracan. So yeah, nice bit of early pace from Wes as well. Just getting those 2 tenths in front of Nick. Kieran just a few tenths behind Nick as well. So yeah, excellent stuff. Right, okay. Let's let Ian get a lap in before we start the qualifying. Get that qualifying in, Ian. Get that little lap in there. Bits of Jack Daniels on it. Excellent stuff. But yeah, R Motorsports Ferrari livery, this one. R Motorsports, of course, the DTM livery for the Aston Martin back a few years ago, and we've transported it across and onto the Ferrari for this one. With a few extra Jack Daniels on there as well, as it's Ian's choice of beverage. Lovely stuff. There we are. So just time for me to go into there and just put check tyres. Qualifying about to begin. They're nice liveries, and it's just nice. I think we're desperate for the new Aston to come in to come into the game. Hippie, I think that's the thing. So I think if we can get that new one in, I think as long as if we keep putting these in, they're sort of like, you know, oh hang on, PD, look at these liveries. But hopefully we'll bring the car in, and yeah, we will see it. It would be great. It'd be nice to have the new Aston in. we get that in. GT3. Beautiful stuff. Right, okay. So we're about to start the qualifying, everyone. Yeah, it's one of the older cars now, isn't it? Along with the McLaren's pretty old as well now, I believe. So there's a few that need updating. It's nice we've had some. But yeah, it'd be nice to have a few. It'd be nice to have the M4 as well. Talking of the M4, look at there it is in all its splendour. Ish. There we are. So, okay, so here we go then, everybody. Hop out here and qualifying about to start. So it's good luck to everyone. Yeah, absolutely. Let's keep our fingers crossed, see what comes out. But here we go, qualifying about to start, everybody. And there we are, hopefully everyone's in the right tyres, racing soft tyres for this. Oh, a little spin there by Sayo. He might have done that. Good luck, everyone, says Simon. Sherry. There we go. Oh. And let's view it then. So Pro-Am drivers will be out first. Got to try and find. There we are. That's it. Always got to hook up with a Pro-Am driver. Richie hopping in as well to say hello. Right. There we go. So Peter leading him out. He will for next time. He will ride with it next time, says Wes to Hippie. He will definitely use that livery. We do desperately need the US. Yeah, hopefully it'll come soon. But, hello, Richie. Nice to have you in, buddy. So there we are. Peter, Yari. McLaren from AMG from the Lexus. That's our Pro-Am drivers out tonight. Yeah, let's have no revving, please. Kieran, stop revving, please. Thank you. There we go. So we need to get that on there. There we go, that's what we need. There we go. Okay, so Peter will be leading us out. Naughty Kieran indeed. Slap wrist for Kieran. Naughty, naughty. Right, okay, let's get back to the racing, everybody. Peter leading them out then, so he's on his first of the flying laps. The twin turbo V8 of the McLaren, followed by the non-turbo naturally aspirated V8 of the AMG, followed by again a normally aspirated V8 in the Lexus as well. Both the AMG and the Lexus both sound pretty nice. I do like those V8s, they sound good, they really do. So, yeah, hopefully we get the 720 sooner or later. I think that might come this year. Keep our fingers crossed. Oh! Hold it together, hold it together. If you didn't get a lap in. Okay, Yari with a lap in there, so Severy with a 138 though, 138.654. Yari with the 139.554. Not sure what happened there again for Peter, but hopefully stay in there, Peter. It will just mean you'll start P3 for the Pro-Am. Okay, so Yari now showing purple sectors in the Pro-Am. Sabri was, oh wow, okay, that was probably not the way you wanted to take that one. He's oh, such a shame, such a shame. But still has that 139.554. We know playing with a bit of a bad wrist at the moment as well. So here's Yari, and then we have also Wes with a bad wrist / arm too. So yeah. Crikey, okay, so Sabri 138.654. Okay, nothing to keep in there. Again, pros will be out at the 5-minute marker. It might be, I'm not sure. Yeah, it might have a little bit of might have that kind of issue, perhaps. Sabri just coming out. Pros should be out now, so the pros should be leaving. They are indeed. Well versed, know exactly when to go. Ian will be out, and Hippie, who will be on the wrong time. But Sabri, yeah, 138.654, followed by Yari with 139.554. We'll have Peter behind him as well. And but here we go. So here we have Wes leading them out for the pros. So let's see how the pros get on. Sorry guys, I haven't got the keyboard set up. I need to get that sorted out this year at some point. Different time of day now as well, so that's another thing to take into account as we go into the evening. Flash saying good luck. Absolutely. Thank you, Flash. Best of luck to everyone. There's leading out in the Huracan. There we are, it's nice and clean through there, but this is the out lap. Through he goes to start first of the flying laps. We then have M3 guy coming through in the Porsche, and then we have Sayo in the M4, Kieran in the Porsche, second of the Porsches. We have a good selection of manufacturers this evening as well in here, so that's quite nice. Then we have Ian with the Ferrari, and Hippie yet to come out to the track. Hoping all is well with Hippie. I'll pop up and have a look and see how Wes is getting on now, as he will be coming up the back straight alongside the lake. So I'm sure that was used for Olympics at some point. Through he comes, nice and tidy. Yep, he's through. 32, 33. This could be a 37 here, or a 36. It's a 36.764. Nice time, nice time. Takes him P1. Then we have Nick coming down with a 138.317. We have Sayo with a 137.458. Kieran with a 138.690. Let's see if Ian has managed to get a bit of a time in. He's definitely going to get a time in. A little bit loose on the last part, but there we go. 296 coming through in a 139.8. Puts him in currently in P7 at the moment. He's come down to, yep, where's? Holding on to that pole position at the moment in the Pro. As he comes down now to the hairpin. Right-hander. Nicely out. Just a little bit down on those previous time, but to be his last lap. See if he can make it count. See if he can get any extra time off that. See Sayo in the M4. Currently holding P2. Nick is happy with his 138.317, has retired to the pits. Kieran is also happy with 138.690, has retired to the pits as well. And then we have Cars, who's also happy with 139.8, he's also retired to the pits. So it's just Wes, who hasn't improved on his time. And then we have Sayo coming through. Let's see if Sayo can improve. 137.304, so it's an improvement for Sayo. Gets him a little bit closer. But there we are, the time up. Just the right amount of time given. So there we are, yes, Sayo managing just to get that extra tenth or so there. And puts him in P2 for the start of the race. Yeah, I get that, yeah. It is, they'll come better during the race. So yeah, no worries on that one, no worries, as long as Hippie's with us. Yeah, definitely Wes, I think it's definitely an improvement there, isn't it? Wow, 136.7, I mean that's, yep, definitely an improvement. Excellent stuff. Might be a nice balance to the Lambo around here. I generally think it's sort of like an MR, not an MR, an FR track really. I think that front engine, rear engine, rear drive, but proven me otherwise, definitely. So yeah, excellent stuff. Just waiting for the time to run through here before we start the race as such. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I used to be like that, Wes. I used to only drive the MRs for quite a while, and then I went into the FRs, and I just enjoyed them a little bit, really. And I just don't mind which one I drive now. But yeah, I think the MR, I do have a little bit of a preference to the MR still. I think I do like them. There's a couple of nice ones in this one, a couple of nice V10s and whatnot, so it's always good to hear a nice V10. So all good stuff. Right, okay, so there we are, qualifying over, everybody. Let's have a look. Let's check out the times. And there we are, there we have them. Take a screenshot. So we have Wes in P1 with a 136.764. Very quick time there by Wes. And Sayo in P2 in the M4 with a 137.304. Then we have in third place Nick with a 138.317. Another good time there. And then we have the first of the Pro-Am drivers in fourth place with DTR Severy with a 138.654. Kieran in P5 with the 138.690. Then we have the second of the Pro-Am drivers in P6. It's DTR Yari with a 139.554. We then have Ian in the Pros with a 139.80. And then we have Hippie and in 8th place, and also Peter then in 9th place, neither setting a time, but obviously will be on track and starting with us, so all good. And all good stuff, man, all good stuff. Okie dokie, right, so race start in 2 minutes. And there we go. Okay. We are check tyres as well. So for this one, it's mediums and softs that have to be used. Those are your choices. It's pretty much a one stop, this one as well. So yeah, pretty much a one stop. I think, I'm not sure anyone will try a two stop on this one, depending which tyres you go for first, but yeah, definitely. We'll be starting very shortly, but yeah, you can see there. So we have the Huracan, we have the BMW, we have the Porsche, we have the Lexus, we have the AMG, we have a Ferrari, and then we have the McLaren as well. So it's a nice selection in there today. Good to see. 2 Lamborghinis and 2 Porsches, and then we have the BMW, the Lexus, the AMG, and the Ferrari and McLaren. So yep, excellent stuff. Cool. Right, okay, so here we are then. The race is about to start, everybody. So let's have a good race. Good luck, everyone. Richie sorting out the desserts for after the main course in the chat. Excellent stuff. Why not? Okay, so Hippie, are you with us? I hope you're still with us. You can put that in there a minute. Hope you're still with us, Hippie. About to start the race. I know you missed the qualifying there. I know you did tick in though. The after party, indeed, the after party. Yep. As we start round 6, I'm concerned. I need to know if Hippie's in. Okay. Well, we're about to start. Okay, all good. Okay, beautiful. Let's get on with it. Let's race. Let's start. Let's get going. Lovely bubblies. Good luck, everybody. And here we go. There we are. Okay. So, race about to start. Simon just saying good luck, everyone, again. Excellent stuff. Thank you, Simon. And we'll go to spectating. So here we go. This is flat out at the start. So Wes, followed by Sayo, followed by Nick, Severy holding on to P4, Kieran in P5, we have Yari in P6, Cars in P7, Hippie in P8, we have Peter in P9. So everyone started away. Excellent stuff. Just wasn't sure if Hippie could hear me or not, so I'm glad he can. But here we go. Wes looking after the lead at the moment. I'll get this bit on here. Good luck all, says Flash as well. Absolutely, thank you, Flash. He's holding on to that P1 at the moment. Si's still holding on to P2 in the M4 with Nick in P3 in the Porsche. Severy holding on to P4. Kieran just behind in the Porsche in P5. Yari then in P6. Ian just slightly grazing the wall there. In P7. Yari right behind Kieran. Yari in P2 in the Pro-Am at the moment. There's Ian. Right behind Yari. Will he go for the move or will he just work together? I'm not sure. He's going to sit around the outside. Nope, he's just going to tuck back in. There's not quite the space there for him to get through on Yari there. Hippie right behind. Oh, look at that. And Kieran had a bit of a weird one on that one. Has lost a few spaces. Yari in on the inside, so space given. Yari on the inside, Ian just going a little bit wide, but now given that width to allow Yari on the inside, obviously. Both allowing for each other. Got to give space, which is good. Both doing that so far. Kieran right there as well. Along with Hippie. This is quite the battle, isn't it? Already. Look at this. Yari from Ian. From Kieran. From Hippie. Be interesting to see who's using what tyres at the start here. We will have a look in a couple of laps time. See where everyone is. And there's Peter. Not too far away from Hippie. Oh, and I think it's happened again. So, okay, no worries for Peter. I think he's had a disconnect again. Sayo. Sorry for Peter. He's definitely had a disconnect again there. So yeah, Wes still leading them out at the moment. Sayo in P2. Nick in P3. Severy in P4. Little bits of space happening at the moment, but this could all come down to the choice of tyres as well. Yari in P5. We don't have Yari, Hippie in P6 in the Huracan. Kieran in P7. And Ian pitting in at the moment. Did he make a mistake? Oh, did he go a little bit wide, which threw him into the pits, I wonder. Regather. He's still in it. Oh, okay, Kieran up front seems to be slowing up a little bit. Okay, so it looks like Ian might have been on the outside of Kieran. And there might have been the slightest of contacts between them, but it was just enough maybe that Ian went into the pits because of it. So Kieran has waited up. Great sportsmanship that by Kieran. He's waited up for Ian to come back through and retake that 7th place. Yeah, the lag is definitely there. So, okay, let's see how we can get going now. Kieran waited, indeed he did. Spot on as well. Brilliantly done. Okay, let's get back up and have a little look then to see how Wes is doing. Yeah, he's opened up a gap at the moment as Wes. 2.5 seconds in front now of Sayo. That could be tyres. Sayo 2.4 in front of Nick. And then we've got 2.3. Severy holding on to P4 at the moment. So excellent drive by Severy so far. He's P1 in the Pro-Am. Yari in P2 in the Pro-Am. So 2 Pro-Ams doing very well at the moment. But we have Hippie now in P6. Not too far adrift of Yari. And took that corner very nicely. He managed to get out of there very easily as well. So very good. He's closed that time right down on Yari. Kieran just squeezing himself back in front of Ian at the moment, but it'd be interesting little battles perhaps back there as well with Kieran and Ian. So yeah, just 3 tenths between these two. Hippie from Yari. Now Hippie coming through here will be looking to then make it almost there, almost through, very close. Crikey, and going through on the inside, has he got the overspeed? It looks like he might have it. Yep, definitely has it. Just takes it through. GG's nice overtake there. Good driving by both. Excellent stuff. And Hippie manages to get himself through now. So Hippie will be looking to, as well, we're looking at Severy as a guide now. See if he can possibly catch up with Severy. The Heart of Racing liveried Huracan. Looking resplendent. Excellent stuff. The MSI AMG of Yaris behind. But yeah, definitely bringing that time down now a little bit with Severy. Very tight on that one, but yep, lost a little bit there, but might well get that back. Let's look through now, let's see where Kieran is. Kieran. And then we have Ian. At the rear at the moment, but there's still another 30 laps to go yet, so time to gamble if needs be. Wes still holding P1 at the moment. He's opened up that lead. And so in B2, and now we will have a little look at tyres. So I know that'll be another thing to look at. So we'll display all. So before we go to that bit, we'll have a look at Wes. So here we go then. So Wes currently on the racing softs for the first stint. And 136.818 as well. So yeah, quite a time. But yeah, on the first stint at the moment. Wes on the soft compound, and we'll have Sayo, who's running on the mediums at the moment, so looking to use up the medium tyre, perhaps with the higher fuel load. There we have Nick just 2.5 seconds behind again on the racing mediums, so yeah, gone for the racing mediums too. And then we have racing mediums for Severy in P4. There's a 1.3 second gap now between Severy and Hippie, and you can also see in the background there Yari as well, so these three all keeping together. Hippie also on the racing mediums there, and Yari just behind too. Let's see what tyres Yari's on, and Yari's opted for the racing softs for the first stint as well. So Yari and Wes have both gone for the racing softs for the first stint. And then we have Kieran on the racing mediums. Holding P7 at the moment. And then we have Ian also on the racing mediums as well. Setting 139.590 on lap 5. And he's in blue as well here as well, so he's on for a personal best on this lap as well at the moment. Can he keep it together? Excellent stuff. So looks like he better his lap, maybe even get into the 38s. Kieran 138.482, sorry, in his last lap, so his pace is improving. Yari on the softs as well, so he'll need to see if he can do the best he can. I know he's still got that injury, so yep, I know he's carrying that, he's doing everything he can at the moment, so there we go. Stay with it, stay with it, stay with it, stay with it. Oh, no, no, no. Come on, get back on that tarmac. Go, go, go. Excellent stuff. Well done, Yari, well done, Yari. Yeah, it can pinch you, this track, sometimes. Various parts, the curbings can pinch you a little bit. They can snag that tyre and just pull you round. And before you know it, you're spinning. And it's very difficult, actually, on this track to recover that as well sometimes. It just does it so quickly. You think you can control it, but just it won't. Just won't stop. It won't stop. So, yep. Yari in P6. P5. has now caught up with Severy, who's in P4, but Severy is P1 in the Pro Am, so they're not technically racing in the same class, but they are racing together. And Severy in front. Just holding on to P4 at the moment. Severy in P4, Nick in P3, Sayo in P2. And Wes, although with a half-second penalty, is just pushing on here. And Ian has lost connection too, possibly. So we're down to 7 at the moment. Wes will burn off that half-second penalty, and away he goes again. But he has got a bit of distance between himself and Sayo. Sayo holding on to that P2, but Sayo with the racing softs yet to come, along with Nick, who also has the racing softs yet to come. Wes will be looking to build up as much of a lead as he can. Indian Stig, welcome in Tula, lovely to have you in, buddy. Tula wishing everybody good luck as well, thank you very much. Thanks Tula, nice to have you in, buddy. Simon is still with us as well, so yeah, nice to have you still here, Simon, thank you. But Nick still holding on to that P3 at the moment. He's got himself a little bit of a gap to Hippie now, so Hippie has managed to get past Severy. Missed that little bit of action, but he's managed to get by. So Hippie now into P4. So the chase now will be on. We'll just maybe look to try and snick a few tenths out each lap. Still got another 26 laps to go. This race. Severy currently holding P1 in the Pro Am, so looking very good indeed. Hippie holding P4th in the Pro. That V10, that Lamborghini. There you go, screams away. There it goes. Still sounds glorious. You just hear that Porsche in the background there as Nick was pulling away from the chicane. Through they go, well done, well done, well done. And there we are. Oops, sorry. Still keeping it close, but Hippie still in the 138, so yeah. Or back into the 138s, I should say. Looking very good. Severy 139s, averaging 139s really, Severy at the moment, so very good time indeed. Gary in P6, doing as best he can. Oh, he's setting a blue sector as well, so he's on for a best lap. Looks like he's his last lap was a 138.7, so it looks like he's on for a slightly better lap this time round as well, so that's cool. Excellent stuff, Yari. Doing very well carrying that injury. Keep it up as best you can. Look at that. Keeping currently holding P2 anyway in the Pro Am, so yeah, looking very good. Then we have Kieran. P7, but currently holding P5 in the Pro. I'll go back up to Wes in a moment, but yeah, these two are getting pretty close. Come back in a couple of seconds. I'm going to sit back on Wes now. Still there. And now got that 8-second gap at the moment between himself and Sayo. Absolutely pushing that Lamborghini, really is, no doubt about that. Really pushing that Lamborghini. Wow. Really is pushing that Hurricane. Come down and around through and down to the hairpin. Turning around and up along the lake straight. Shocky, hey Shocky in the chat. Hello, hello, hello Shocky, nice to have you in buddy, nice to have you in. Shame you couldn't join us for tonight, but you're on holiday so you can't, so but you've joined us in the chat, so that's lovely mate, thank you very much, that's great. Thank you very much for joining us. And yep, you joined us at the moment, we're in the main race at the moment with the GT3s, GTDs, and currently Wes is leading it at the moment in the Huracan. Keeping hold of P1. Starting out on the racing softs, and we had Sayo starting out on the racing mediums. In P2, still holding, so just increasing that gap a little bit, just a little bit steadily, so it's around about 3 seconds. Just dropped to 2.8 there, but yeah, it's around about that sort of time. Well held, well held. Yep, Shocky, we're wishing everybody a good race. You haven't told us where you are at the moment, Shocky, but it would be nice. Yeah. Let us know where you're on holiday, mate. It would be lovely. Cool, cool, cool. Yep, so, Sayo, P2. Then we have Nick in P3 in the Porsche. Nice set of averages there as well, look at those, all 138s there. Most of them around about 138.5s. 138.011, 138.055 as well, thrown in for good measure. Excellent times by Nick there, good pace. Holding on to the tails of Sayo, as long as he can still see the tail end. I'm sure he's going to be happy. He's definitely found a bit of pace. That's for sure. Nice and tidy through. Oh, and Sayo just maybe just getting it a little bit wrong through the chicane there. Or tuck back in behind Nick. Still a long way to go. A lot of racing to do. There we are. Nick taking that P2 position for the moment with Nick with Sayo in P3. Just that tail end, just wanting to slide a little bit, maybe as the sun goes down. Obviously this is in the evening, and times two on the settings, so the sun will be coming down, and as that happens the track will of course cool a little bit. So that could have effects on the grip of the tyres. Indeed. It'd be 5.7 seconds down now, so yeah. That's not too bad actually, I think that's improved. So yeah, 137. Oh! Oh wow, Sayo must have... Unlucky, unlucky, unlucky. Sayo's obviously just caught that one a bit wrong. Into down to P5 at the moment. A long way to go yet. But carrying a little bit of damage on the front left as well there. Very unlucky. Looks like quite a bit of damage at the moment too, but yep. Kieran right with him. Kieran is caught up with Yari, managed to get through. Kieran with a 3-second penalty. Crikey, okay. So Kieran, as much as he might get through, he's going to drop back once he hits that line. That's unlucky for Kieran. Very unlucky, but yep, Sayo holding on to P5 then. Yari with P6. Has Sayo got problems with... Okay. Okay. Sayo with issues as well by the looks of things. Where's in P1 then? So Nick in P2. This is turning into a race of attrition. This is. Okay, Sayo, yeah, no worries. Okay, mate. Okay. Unlucky. Very unlucky. So Sayo suffering with technical issues. So perhaps he's got a problem with the steering wheel. So that's unfortunate. So we have Wes still in P1. He's got an 11-second lead at the moment over Nick in P2, but Nick has got the softs to come. Wes has got the mediums to come. So both these two have got to take these two. Then we have Hippie in P3, Severy in P4, Yari in P5, Kieran in P6 at the moment. But Kieran will be probably looking to try and reclaim that P5 if he can. There's Hippie, Severy. He's dropped back a little bit, but he will have Kieran for company. Interesting to see when people pit in. I know some went as far as 16, 18 and some went as far as 20 laps before they pitted in. So it will be interesting to see who pits in first. Yeah, so 1.2 seconds behind with these two now. This is probably the closest battle at the moment on track between Yari and Kieran. We'll stay here. We're still holding that P1 at the moment. We will keep an eye out to see when he pits in. Nick in P2, Hippie P3, Severy in P1 for the Pro Am class, but yeah, in P4. Yari in P5, but yeah, oh, okay. Blue sector for Kieran as well, so setting a quicker lap. That is 1:38.043 on lap 11. Let's see if he can just hold on to the tail end of Yari, get a bit of slip as well. Yari currently holding P1 in the Pro-Am class as well overall, points-wise, in the points table. Still one more race to go in the main GTD as well, which will be in the, I say main GTDs, but yes, it will be. It should be at Road Atlanta. That'll be the next race, which will be in 2 weeks' time, on the 8th of August. That will be with GT3s, GTDs, and the LMP2s. So that will be an interesting race. That will be at Road Atlanta. Very close now between these two. Kieran, oh, just a little bit of sideways from Yari. He's got that little 0.5 of a second penalty as well. But try and stay as close as he can with Kieran. You see now that Kieran is 11 seconds away from Severy. Another 19 laps to go. So yeah, Kieran holding on to that P5. And Wes has pitted in, so let's go and see Wes. As he comes in now, we'll be taking on fuel for the second half of the race and medium tyres. So Nick will temporarily come through in front. Hippie might. Okay, yep. You slowed down too much for pit. You can do that. It's yeah, because it's a tricky pit actually. It's quite a tricky pit lane, this one at CGV. Because you feel like you need to slow down really quickly, and it's not that bad actually. You can go in with a little bit more speed. Coming out into P3 then is Wes, so he's managed to get himself in front of Severi, so he's got a bit of clear track in front of him, which is ideal now for his second stint. Technically still P1, just needs to get used to those cooler medium tyres and get a bit of heat into them, and it should be okay. You can hear two Lamborghinis because we have Wes in P3, we then have Hippie past there and getting some bit of heat in there, and we have Hippie in P2, 10 seconds behind Nick. I think he might have had a bit of a flash there as well, so yeah, I think yeah, Hippie's managed to eat in a couple of seconds there, well, a second or two maybe onto Nick. I feel like that is some good times there, but look at that little section of 137s there, which was really nice. 137s, 0.3s and 0.5s as well, so excellent bit of times there from Hippie. And in comes Nick, so Nick's going to come off the mediums already as well, so Nick's coming in off 17, lap 17, he's going to go on to the softs. He feels that yep, he can make this, he's going to take in the fuel. That will mean now that Hippie will probably come through. He does. It also means that maybe Wes is also going to come through, because whilst he's fueling up, Wes comes through as well. And now Nick is out, so Severi is also out into P3. It will be coming out into P4, I would think. He does. He's on the soft compounder tyre though, so he's on a slightly better compounder tyre for the second stint. So next 17 laps, he will be with the softer compounder tyre. He is just 5 seconds, 5.9 seconds, almost 6 seconds I suppose behind Severi. Severi yet to pit in, but still leading for the Pro-Am at the moment. Nice and steady, 138s, a couple of 138s as well as the 39, so yeah, nice and steady from Severi. Nice and steady indeed. Has driven well. Just 1.3 seconds behind Wes. Wes also on the mediums, but we'll be carrying a little bit of extra fuel obviously, so he will have a tank full almost. He's fueled up for the rest of the race. Let's see how long Hippie will go before he pits in as well. So Hippie in, he's coming off the mediums as well, he's going to get onto the softs now. So he's coming in just 1 lap later than Nick, and 2 or 3 laps, 2 laps later than Wes, I believe. So yeah, he's just got to fuel up. Severi come in at the same time as well. So Kieran goes through, but Kieran yet to pit of course, so he's yet to come in. These two will drop down to 5th and 6th, but yeah, that might well change. As you can see in front, that was Yari, so Yari holding on to 4th place at the moment, but Yari will be pitting in as well, so Yari yet to pit. Into that P4, it'd be MP5, Severi in P6, but he has pitted. He's onto the soft compounder tyre now, so you'll be happy with that. A little bit more of a tameable beast, the Lexus, when you're on the racing softs. So it's starting to get a little bit less sunshine around. Random settings tonight as well, so random weather tonight. So it could be sunny, cloudy, all sorts going on, and yeah. Just eased off enough there not to pick up a half-second penalty there, I think, because it looked like it could have been. But currently holding that P6 position. Well done, well done. GG Severi. Where's the out P1? Kieran finally coming in as well. So Kieran has now pitted in. Wes back into P1 then, so Wes now back into the lead. He's lost a little bit of time, I think. Oh, got to be so careful, got to get used to those tyres being so different in grip to the racing softs. Comes through, side lights are on at the moment. It's starting to get a little bit darker, the sun is disappearing. And we have Nick in P2, who currently is 4.8 seconds down, currently with the racing softs as well. Did do a 137.548 last lap. Current fastest is 137.440. So, yeah. Definitely some nice pace from Kieran here. From Nick here, I should say, sorry. So I keep thinking, I see Porsche. This is why I know they're both using the Porsche. So, yeah. So that's at P2 at the moment. He's got a bit of a distance from himself to Hippie. Hippie also on the racing softs as well. In the heart of racing, liveried Huracan. Can we hold that P3? I would imagine he's will keep that P3. But you never know. Anything can happen in racing, as you know. So yeah, be holding on to that one nicely. Then we have Severi. Comes Kieran just 2.5 seconds behind him now, but he's on the racing softs. Kieran should also be on the racing softs, I believe. So let's see. Yep, indeed. And we have Yari on the racing mediums at the end at the moment, but Yari battling away with a sore wrist. He's driven brilliantly today, given that into consideration. Definitely. A lovely burbling V8 of the AMG. $14 more laps to go. Very well held. Excellent stuff. Keep on pushing. Well done, mate. Good to see. P2 in the Pro-Am. That is assured. So we have Wes still out in front. The lead is a little bit less now though, so Wes comes out of that corner very well though, so he's obviously getting that corner nice. He's just always managing to get a little bit of extra time on the Porsche, even with the medium tyres, so definitely just reading that corner nicely, that first section. It's coming through here, slightly longer chicane. And now under the bridge. How do they go? Still maintaining around about 2.7 seconds. But this could be the battle now. The P1 to P2 chase down might be on. We have Wes and we have Nick. Lap 22, still 13 laps to go. Plenty of time. Just struggling, I think it's just struggling a little bit, the Lamborghini, to get traction coming out of the hairpin alongside the lake. Up they come. Nick company with 137.064 as well, his fastest lap time so far. Oh, very neat through, very neat through. And another 137. So we'll throw these two now because it looks like this is going to be the main battle now. Hippie still in P3. We still have Sabri in P4, Kieran in P5 and Yari in P6. But this is the main battle going on at the moment. We have Wes currently holding P1 in the Huracan on the racing medium tyres, and then we have Nick holding P2 on the racing soft tyres. This is going to be the battle. Both pretty similar on fuel. Just have to remember to take a bit of a refreshment. If you're enjoying this race, obviously give it a like if you like. If you aren't subscribed, then please subscribe if you want to. If you want to see more of this, more of IMSA. The sun in the background there blaring through. But yeah, we have one more race of IMSA coming up in 2 weeks' time. We will then have a CTC coming up in 2 weeks after that, I believe, so which is the Community Team Cup, if you haven't heard of that. But yeah, next IMSA, like I say, will be the multi-class, so that will be the LMP2s and the GTDs, and that's at Atlanta, Road Atlanta, for the series finale. And with that we will also have a lead safety car as well, taking the cars round. Be in the Porsche safety car in suspect. But yep, still around about 2 to 3 seconds between these two at the moment. Red's doing very well holding on to those medium tyres, very well indeed. Still hitting those 137s, but Ware's also hitting 137s as well at the moment. Still got the wiper blade going, you can see the sun going down. A little bit of flashy lights there, absolutely, and why not, from Wes. Down to a hairpin for the 24th time. And the first time that it's come below 2 seconds for the lead. We'll have a quick little hop through in a second to let the guys come through here. Both showing good control through there. So easy to lose it. There we go, handling up very well indeed. Yeah, just come out of there quite well actually, Wes. So they lose it a little bit on the first part, but gains a little bit on the second part. Well held, well held. Still keeping that 1.4 at the moment, so yeah, keeping it to that at the moment. Wes still holding up P1. Nick still in P2 in the Porsche. Nick will definitely be enjoying these points if he can get them today. 10 laps to go after this one. Slight little tap on the wall there from Wes. No. Nick, that's it, just holding back a little bit. Pick the time and the moment if we can get it. Wes coming away, that V10 screaming. Big old flat 6 right behind him. Both right together now. Oh, and yeah, just lost it a little bit there. Let's see if Nick can try and get up on the inside. He's got the better tyre. It's going to be down to who's going to brake first or last. Just managing to hold it through. Nick goes through on that side. He's still there. Well done, space given. Brilliantly done. Well done. Great racing between those two. And not quite over yet. how close that is between the two. Got to be so careful with that dirty air. This now, beautiful. Oh, slight little bit of width there, but coming through again. Nick just managing to hold on with those slightly grippier racing soft tyres. Just opening up a little bit of a gap there, up to a second. Both driven brilliantly in this race so far, they really have. Excellent stuff. Okay, so 1.1 second is the difference between these two. Nine more laps to go. Oh, I think Wes must have hit the wall there a little bit heavy. He's now given a bit of time. He has, yes, he's got a little bit of damage there as well. So, yep, he's given a little bit of time there to Nick. Still holding on. Nick's still holding them with P1. Oh, steady, 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 steady. You've got that damage to carry. Oh, okay, take your time, take your time. That's it. Well done, well done, well done. That's it, okay. All good to go. Just got to get that dirt off your tyres now. That's sun coming down now, as you can see. Oh, back end's a little bit slidey. And that, unfortunately, brought Hippie into a little bit of... oh, crikey. Okay, hit that quite heavy. Ware's also suffering a little bit with his wrist. Could be. He's got to have another operation, so let's see. Okay. So we have the Hurricane in P2 and P3 respectively. Nick now is out on his own in P1 at the moment. Okay, two V10s. Listen to that, beautiful. Hippie, as we can see as well, with the 136.656, we took the fastest lap as well. Look. So definitely hitting a nice spot at the moment with those soft tyres. Then we have Kieran. We'll drop back a little bit here, and Sevi. Well, they're both still together, these two. Kieran and Sevi, lovely. Nice little battle. And Kieran with a 136.747 as well, so not far off. Fastest lap. And then we have Sevi as well. Sevi hitting 137s, which is good. It's cool. Comes through. Nice one. P5. P1 in the Pro-Am, of course, with Yari in P2 in the Pro-Am. Fantastic achievement for Yari to finish the race, especially with his wrist. So, GG's and Yari. Keeping going. Well done, mate. Well done indeed. We'll get back up now to Nick. But yeah, GG's Larry, well done, mate. Well done. Brilliant stuff. We'll go back up to Nick then, currently in P1. And then we have that gap now, which, oh wow, this is very, very close now. He just goes through on the inside, Hippie. Just takes it through from Wes. Wes will stay there as best he can. But yeah. So no, Wes is also carrying a little bit of an arm injury too, so doing extremely well. So holding on to that P3. Hippie in P2 now. So yeah, some different scoring points here potentially. Could definitely move things around a little bit in the championship standings. Let's have a look. Somewhere's holding on to that P3 then. Hippie a bit further out in front now. And P2. There's a big distance between himself and Nick. But he'll still keep going. This time so. 136, 1656, 137, 137 and 137, 137. So yeah, excellent times from Hippie. Definitely. Yeah, the crowd cheering in the background. Absolutely, why not? Cheering for all the drivers tonight. GG's, well done to all of you. Keep going. Just 5 more laps to go now. And Hippie just eating a little bit of time into Nick there. Wow, and another purple sector from Hippie. He currently has 621 points in the championship at the moment, and he's behind Nick, who has 645 points at the moment in the championship. So mixed points are going to be going up from this one, that's for sure. You can see that sun coming down as it gets towards the middle of the evening. Nick's still holding on to that P1 though. Hippie P2, Wes in P3. He's got a comfortable distance now between himself and for Kieran as well, so just a case of taking it nice and steady. And yeah, hopefully he'll bring that one home in P3, but Kieran in 136 is 137, so hasn't given up the ghost. Absolutely going to try and get as much out of that Porsche as he can. Jeepers, that's pretty quick through there. Only 1/10 down on his personal best, which is a 136.7 so far. So yeah, excellent pace so far. Excellent pace. Then we have Severy. P1 in the Pro-Am. Great drive by Severy, well done. Done very well indeed. Great drive from Severy. Then we have Yari holding on to B6, so he's done very, very well actually, Yari. Very proud of you, mate. Very proud of you. No, he's carrying that injury, but yeah, well done. GG's. Just a few more laps to go. As you can see that sun coming down. Well done. So yeah, Nick still holding on to that P1 at the moment. Very well indeed. Just stay consistent. You can see a 136 there as well, 136.969, so it did break into the 136s as well. Yep, that 136.969, so excellent pace. Just holding on. I say just holding on. He's got that comfortable time between himself and Hippie, but Hippie has managed to eat into that a little bit. Managed to take a second or two off it. That Hurricane doing very well here. Porsche comes through as Nick is about to start his 33rd lap. Through he goes, currently holding P1. There's Hippie, P2. Driven a great race as well, Hippie. Considering where he started, which was towards the back. Didn't qualify unfortunately for the race, but was ready to race, and yeah, he's done very well indeed. Got himself up to here. He's up to P2 in the Pro. Wes in P3 in the Pro as well, just holding on. There's a few more laps to go. Can he hold on from Kieran? Last lap was a 143, so obviously had a bit of a spin somewhere. And we do know Wes obviously suffers a little bit with his arm at the moment still, so this is a longer race than he probably would normally do, but doing exceptionally well. Doing exceptionally well. Kieran in P4. Kieran's points in the championships at the moment are 421, so he'll be looking to try and increase those as best he can. This is Wes's 4th race in the series. Currently has 386 points, so yeah, it'll be a nice little haul of points as well for Wes. Happy. Peter joining the lobby. Oh, just a little tap there. Is that enough? Will that be enough? You can see the sun coming. Look at the sunset now. It comes down reflecting off the glass. Beautiful. Beautiful. Looking great. Where's holding on? This is where it's all happening at the moment. Lap 34. There's one more lap to go after this one, but yeah. And well done, Wes. Just keeping on to that P3. Can he keep it? Can he keep that P3? Kieran has pushed really hard. Really has. Just quickly pop up and see how things are going up towards the front. Just coming out of the hairpin. Yeah, Nick is holding that gap at the moment. There will come an optimum time when the tyres are just off their best. That will come. So tyres are fairly similar between the two, to be fair. Not a massive difference between them. Yari on the mediums obviously got a big difference, but yeah. On to the final lap then, Nick. Coming through on the start of lap 35. He has a buffer between himself and Hippie. Hippie going on to that P2. Again, also has a buffer to P3 with Wes. Wes holding on to that P3. Oh no! On the last lap as well. He's got to just hold that now. If he can hold this gap as best he can, then that penalty might not be quite so bad. But yeah, this is going to be interesting to see whether they can make that one or not. But I'm well aware of the fact that we have Nick coming up round the back here now, along the back straight. He's lost he's lost a few tenths, but he's not really pushing that much. He doesn't really need to at this point. He's got to bring it home for P1. Comes down to the chicane for the last time, for the final time. Through he comes, just takes this pretty safe. Will he give us some flashy flashes? I don't know. Maybe not then, no, but he's got a P1. Congratulations, Nick, well done. GG's, GG's, GG's. Well done, well done, well done. Great race. Brilliantly done. And then Hippie as well, also a great race. There we go, straight through as well. Well done, Hippie. Fastest lap of the race as well, 136.656, so GG's on that one. Excellent stuff. Then we have these two coming through. Oh, Wes just... Yep. Okay, run out of fuel. I think Wes is out of fuel. He is. Kieran is coming down then to take the win. He's also a little bit out of fuel as well, but Wes out of fuel. Oh, so unlucky. Oh, mate. P4, brilliant race though, brilliant race. Fantastic race. Severy brings it home for P5. GG Severy, well done. And P1 in the Pro-Am. And then we'll have Yari as well, who'll be coming over for P2. But yeah, GG's, well done. Excellent stuff. Yep, we'll catch up with it. Yeah, absolutely. Take second from the back. I was going to say, you started at the back. Yeah, I did say it in the comms as well. So yeah, great stuff. Yari will bring home P2 for the Pro-Am. GG's. Well done. Did really, really well. Yep, excellent stuff. There we go. Oh, I know. It's such a shame as well to run out of that fuel. So close between you and Wes. You had a nice little battles as well with Hippie and Nick. So yeah, that's cool. Great to see, man. Great to see. But there we are. Victory and a clean race for Nick. DTR M3 guy. Congratulations, Nick. GG's. Well done. Let's save that. Replay. And let's get on to this bit is here. There we go. So we'll give a screenshot of that. There we go. And then we'll go back to this part. Yeah. Whew, there we go. So yeah, Nick takes the win. So P1 for Nick. Overall time of 57 minutes and 36.935. And pretty quick lap. You can see there, there's top four drivers all getting into the 136s. So we're all showing some great pace there. Which Sayo probably would have tapped into there too, I would have thought, but unable to continue due to technical issues. So yeah, that was a shame. But yeah, Nick taking that P1. We had Hippie in P2. Congratulations also. Happy race. Yeah, happy that Dave didn't race. Yeah. Well, it did allow a space for somebody else to come through, and yep, you've been fortunate enough to do that. You've driven really well tonight. Exceptional drive. Well done. Got yourself that P1. Excellent stuff there. Hippie with P2. And then Kieran with P3. Kieran also doing very well after the early incident that he had. So he slowed down, showed great sportsmanship with Ian. And then persevered from there onwards really and managed to get himself back up to P3 in the end. Just managing to get by Wes, who just ran out of fuel. Such a shame. He was holding on to that P3 for such a long time. And Kieran was trying to chase him down, but looked like it got to a point where it's just holding on. It looked like he was just going to hold that 1 to 2 second gap and to run out of fuel. Where's gutted. But you know, it happens. I guess it happens. Yeah, just that little bit of extra fuel would have done you, and would have perhaps you would have got that third place. But Kieran, can't take that away from you. Excellent drive as well to get yourself back up to P3. Super drive. And Severy. P5 overall, but P1 in the Pro-Am. Excellent drive as well. 42 seconds outside from the leader. So great drive, excellent stuff. Then we had Yari, great stuff. GG's to Yari as well. I know Yari's had a bit of a wrist issue, so I know he would have been struggling with that tonight. He was, I think, only going to do the MX-5 race tonight and then see how he went on. But he's he struggled on and stuck with it, and he's got himself a second position anyway in the Pro-Am, so excellent stuff. Well done. He got himself a P2. GG's on that one. We've got Sayo then in P7 overall, and then we had Peter in P8. Unfortunately, I think Peter had the issue with a disconnect DC, so we will obviously score points anyway, but it's a shame when you can't battle it out. But yeah, well done, mate, well done. And then we had it was a good race, Wes, absolutely, mate, spot on. And yeah, it was nice, some nice little battles along the way. It was really cool. And that Hurricane seems to be quite nice around there, although it loses its tail a little bit with the mediums, I think, a little bit, but softs are very good. And then we have the P9, also did not finish, but yeah, there we are. But, in the Pro, so there we are. Let me just check something very quickly. Yeah, make sure we got that bit. We did. Okay, lovely. Oh no, I did. Beautiful. Okay, that's cool. Just checking I got all the relative details from the both races tonight. Yeah, smash that like button, everybody, if you're still here, and and if you haven't already, subscribe. Get ready for the next instalment in 2 weeks' time. Like I say, we'll be at Road Atlanta. I will give the full scores as well of the MX-5 Cup Support Series, so you will get the full score from that, or the full scoring on the teams in there, and you will also you will get to see the final race, of course, with lead-off car, the safety car, which will be taking the guys out round for the parade lap before, or maybe parade laps. So we'll have to see. But yeah, before the main race starts. So it's just the one race next week as we say goodbye to the MX-5 Cup and the MX-5. The last time we'll be using them, so we bye-bye to them. And yeah, no worries. Thank you, Nick. Brilliant drive tonight, mate. Well done. Well done, GG's. Did very, very well indeed. Just, yeah, good pace. Just consistency was excellent tonight, so you really held that well. Really did, really good. So yeah, I think you would have been yeah, anyone tonight you would have given a good race. So well done, spot on tonight, mate. Gotta say. So yeah, brilliant stuff. GG's. So thank you very much to everybody for joining us this evening. Yeah, it's been a fantastic evening. Some great racing. And yeah, everyone clawed it back a little bit. Yeah, you've got to be happy with that. It's a P1. A P1 is a P1. A win is a win. And you know, we you know, it's one of those. You know, it's nice to have, isn't it? So absolutely, take that. So yeah, celebrate that one, my friend. Feel good. Feel good. So yeah, excellent stuff. So yeah, join us in 2 weeks' time for Road Atlanta. Looking forward to that. So thank you very much for everybody joining in. Ooh, oh, that's it. I'm just sitting up there a little bit. Oh, that's better. That's better. But yeah, thank you very much for everybody joining in this evening. And yeah, I hope to see you in a couple of weeks at Road Atlanta. Thank you so much, everyone, and take care. And we'll see you again very soon. And congratulations to all those drivers tonight. Thank you very much. Take care and bye-bye for now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.